Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn from Jessica Lynn Original Studios, and today I thought we would go ahead and draw another really cute little cartoon. I am super excited for the Loki series on Disney+. If you guys have not seen it, we have not started it yet either, so I'm really excited, although we loved WandaVision. But I am so excited to go ahead and get started in this series on Disney+. So I decided it'd be really fun to go ahead, and I started by drawing this adorable little cartoon that you see. And then what I did, I went ahead and scanned him into my scanner. And then I did a lot of cleanup. So basically I went and cleaned up lines, made them bolder, adjusted the costume, and then I went ahead and printed it out on some heavy cardstock. Now, the way that I usually do this, because this is not a stamp, which is what I traditionally design, this would be considered more of a digital design. I went ahead and printed it off, and now I'm running it through my brother's Scan and Cut, which I love. Again, I don't work for them, but I absolutely promote it. I love it. Instead of having to buy die cuts, I can go in, scan what I need, cut it out. And here's the thing, it's not just for like card making and stuff. If you are making projects for like your kids, for school, you can use this to cut those out too. So I do love it. It's one of my favorite tools that I own. So what I'm doing is I scanned in the pictures of Loki. Now I did multiple because I'm going to make a card too. And you can see I had a sentiment on there. I assure you, brother, the sun will shine on us again. So I went ahead and cut that out, and I will be making a second video that I'll be sharing this week that's going to show him in a card, not just as one of our Mickey heads. Now, what I'm making today, I love, look at how he's like, just so cute. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm just cutting these out, and I left just a very small border around it, and what I'm going to be making is these really fun Mickey pieces of art. Mickey inspired, right? So what I do is I cut out the silhouette, and then what we do with these is we will either, we've got a couple of them framed on the wall. I've done like Mickey's Runaway Railway, I did some other ones, and today I'm going to make a Loki one. And what we'll typically do is design these all out, and then we'll laminate them and take them with us to the park. So when we go to Disney World, we will take one of these with us, some tape as well. Now you can see what I like here is I can actually scan it and see where it lines up on the paper so that I don't lose that space. But what we'll do is we'll actually take these laminated to the parks with some tape. Make sure you bring tape because often they don't have it just readily available, and they don't give you dusk tape. So bring it with, and then what we'll do is we'll tape them up in our window at the hotel. And so sometimes we'll do like a whole series, one for each family member, you know, so it'd be really fun here to do like, you know, Loki and a Thor, you know, maybe a Tesseract, some other thing, I don't know, just ideas. And originally I was going to draw a Tesseract with him, and I still might go back in and do it. I haven't decided, but I didn't end up doing it for this video. But that's okay. Anyway, what we'll do is hang these up in the window, and then we often get people asking us like, oh, you know, did you make that? And it's so cool because we drew it, and I drew it up, and, you know, I love being able to share that stuff. It's so much fun. And the first time we did this, we did Toy Story. We've done Mary Poppins. We did a Baby Yoda. I mean, Goguru. We did that, which was a huge hit. Lots of people really liked him. It was really cute. But the big trick is that if you're going to make one of these, make sure you laminate them when you take them into the parks, because the windows at the hotel, between the air conditioning and the heat, it gets really full of moisture sometimes. Not always, depends on which way your room faces. But that will just destroy them. And the very first ones we did not laminate them, and it was a hot mess. So they just bled all over the place. I've made some of these for people. They've requested them. And when I've done it, I've actually gone in and designed specific ones. And then they've bought shadow boxes and then framed them, which is so cool. Like, that's so cool that they're framed and hanging out in their house. So I went ahead and I cut them all out. And you see I got the shape behind him. And now what I'm doing is just using my markers. And I'm going to go ahead and stack up colors. One of the tricks with Copics, if you're new to Copics, is build up color. So you might start with, you know, even though his hair is black, you know, I'm not going to necessarily start with black, right? Because I'll lose all the details. So I'm going to start with gray, and then I'm going to build up a darker gray, a darker gray, a darker gray, and finally black, which will give us hopefully some texture in his hair, which will be really beautiful. And then I am going to use glitter pens to color his helmet and parts of his wardrobe, because I think that'll just add something just a little bit more. And then I think I'm going to keep the background very simple. What I envision for this one is it could be like, you could write, the whatever family or something in like a white pen. That would be really cool. Laminate it up, put it on the wall. Or if you're a huge fan of this, of Loki and Thor, it'd be really fun to add that tesseract or to add something else. And what a fun piece to frame and hang up. So, and I do offer these. Typically, I'll put these up on eBay because they're one-of-a-kind pieces of art. I only make one of this and move forward. But as you can see, I'm just coloring them all in, and I'm building up the tones in his hair, it's going to look so good. I'm so excited. I think they're going to like it too. One of the things that I absolutely love about glitter pens, and this was something I learned through practice, just like Copic markers, you can build up color with them. So you can see I put down a base of brown, and then over the top of that, I'm going to go ahead and add like this marigold, mustard gold. It's a beautiful color. And if you go, okay, whoa, that's really yellow, right? See how yellow that is? You might say, oh, that's too yellow for his headpiece. That it has to be a little dirtier. You can take other colors of glitter pens and do shadowing over it. You can also take a Copic marker and do shadows over that as well. So right now, his headpiece is going to look brand new, super shiny, but I'm going to go back over it and I'm going to dull it down. I'm going to make it look a little worn, shadows, highlights, the whole bit. So just know that just because you're using glitter pens doesn't mean you can't go back in with Copics or other glitter pens to add that extra shadow and highlight. I love it. The first time I used them, I didn't think I'd be able to do that, and then after a little bit of experimenting, it worked really well, and it's probably one of my favorite things to do now. I love shadowing all the glitter pens because you still get that super glitter that sparkles through, but yet you still see all the really cool shadows, and it looks, I don't know what the right word, it just doesn't look quite so fancy and brand new. Like right there, it looks like it's a brand new yellow, gold or whatever. And it's going to be I cannot wait to see all the shadows and the highlights. I'm so excited. So, with these, like I said, we put them up at our hotel, and I love doing them. They're so much fun. And I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys. I can't wait to watch the series. It's on my list. Husband and I are hopefully going to start it this week. And I can't wait. So no spoilers yet, right? Because I don't know who else is watching this. But, I'd love to hear from you down below. What do you think? Are you excited for this? Do you think this is a great series? I can't wait. I hope it's like that same anticipation and excitement that I got with WandaVision. I really hope I get that with this one too. Like WandaVision, I couldn't wait for every Friday to come because I could not wait for the next video. And I remember being like, oh, it's coming, here we go. Let's go, let's do this. And I hope that this one does the same for me. Because I didn't think I was going to like WandaVision, and I loved it. I loved it. Like, I thought it was great. I mean, I even have Funko Pops now. My husband bought the Vision and Wanda from the 50s, And then he painted them really cool where they're half black and white, half color. It's really cool. He did an awesome job. I'll have to put that up on Instagram. So, with that being said, again, my name is Jessica, and I'm the owner and artist for JessicaLynnOriginal. So if you are new here, I'm so happy that you're here, hanging out while I'm coloring up this really fun Loki. JessicaLynnOriginal is my art studio, but I've also had, for example, like team molds and other things like that. We do that through Facebook. And that's specifically our Disney information. So I'll share some stuff that crosses over there out on our Facebook page. But as far as the art stuff, I like to share that out here. And, oh, a little green. Now, I am going to layer it up so it's more, his outfit is more black, but it has this weird sort of undertone of green. So I want it to have that feel of like dirty, dark kind of colors. Like, I'm excited. So I'm going to build up. So you can see I grabbed a bunch of different green tones in my Copics, and again, like I said before, you know, by doing some undercoloring first and then layering up, it really has such a different feel. So I really like this. Oh, he looks so cool. Brother, right? It's like waiting for Thor to start, you know, to come around the corner with the hammer and yell at him or something. I love it. Oh, and the Avengers campus, super excited. That looks so cool. My husband loves all of that stuff, and he's like that whole Spider-Man robot thing. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out those videos. Amazing. Like, it just looks so cool. And I saw too, and again, I haven't seen any of the Loki yet, but I did see on the Disney TikTok, I believe, that Loki was dressed in like a prison uniform, so I'll have to start watching pretty quick so that they don't keep sharing stuff and I end up too far behind. So cute. He looks so cute. I think I might have to draw Thor now. See, now right now I'm just adding highlights. Now you might say, ooh, that's kind of a really bright candy apple. It's okay. When we go over it in gray, I'm going to use a lighter gray so that it appears to be kind of a muddy, kind of greenish gray. See how that works? It's really cool. And in person, it looks even cooler. So if you are interested in this adorable piece I'm building today, it will be out on our eBay store. I'll put the link down below. They're all one-of-a-kinds, and I do sign the back of them. And all of the money goes to help us continue to buy supplies to be able to do videos like this. So it's kind of a fun circle, and I appreciate it if you are interested. And we've still got a couple other ones out there as well. All right, he is looking awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and color, and then I'll be back in a minute. So what I'm doing right now is I use the cardstock because it's heavier, and then I build up on that. Now I probably could have cut out the black shape with my Brother Scan and Cut originally, but I really like it when these end up a little on the thicker side. They hold up better when you frame them. They hold up better when you laminate them and take them into the parks and put them up in your window because they have some stability. The other ones work fine too, but it's just kind of the way I design. Nothing wrong. I mean, if you're interested in trying to do this, you know, you don't have to do what I did. And then what I think I'm going to do is add some, I just wanted to see that you can see the paper behind it because it's hard with the background. I love the stars, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, not too well. There's like a hologram feel to the stars. Everything in that silver has a blue and green. You can see it a little bit there, but not too much. In person though, it's got a lot of blue and green shimmers. I'm just going to go ahead and do a diagonal. There we go. Plop that on there, and then we're going to cut another layer. Now, this is just adding a little bit of background because I want the solid black behind Loki, just so he really pops off the page. Now, if I was making this for someone and they were going to frame it in a shadow box, I would have used foam risers, and I would have made Loki kind of off the shape so that it would have been three-dimensional. But for my sample here that I did, that we will have up, I went ahead and just basically flat aligned everything. So nothing is on a higher level than the other. It's all the same, just glued together, if that makes sense. So there's no depth or shadow. There's other ones I've done. I did Mickey and Goofy at Potato Land, and that one I used foam risers. And so Goofy is on a three-dimensional riser, so you can see shadow behind him. And that one actually ended up framed as well. So there we go. Oh, I love it! Now, if I was going to take this into the parks... Oh, side note. If you were building things like this, where see it goes above the shape, I'm going to just take some of that black scrap, and I am going to glue it on to... Watch. I'm just going to glue the little black piece, and then I'm going to glue it on just so it has a little extra stability behind it. Just helps. Makes it stronger, right? So on here, my idea, like if I was going to wear this into the, if I was going to put this up in the parks, what I would probably do is get this silver pen that I'm using right now, or a white ink pen, and I'd write like the Mold Family, or I'd write Loki, or I'd write something in the black, and then I would laminate that and then put it up at my hotel. Oh, I love it. I love his blue eyes too. I use the glitter pen. It's so cool. Now I want to show you all the detail. When I draw, you might say, I didn't really see a lot. I do a lot of hash marking. I do a lot of hashtags. I hash it all in so that it has extra dimension. I do a lot of shadowing. I love this. It was so much fun and such a cute drawing. I'm so happy that I decided to do that today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jessica Lynn. I'm the owner of Jessica Lynn Original Studios. I'd love to have you subscribe to our channel. Click on that little owl and subscribe. Join us again. And don't forget to visit our website, JessicaLynnOriginal.com. Thank you again, and I hope that you have a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.